Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Jesus Sanchez.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
Just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Ryan Weathers. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Okay, all set to go. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. That one finds the zone. That is strike two. That's a base hit, so a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Dairon Blanco now at the plate. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing. But that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Runner!
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Cut on and lifted in the air. Sanchez on the run. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 down. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Garcia off of first with 2 away.
For whatever reason.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Weathers fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. And on the hill, Seth Lugo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Reaching down, makes the catch. And time now for the Marlins lineup. A lot of bat-to-ball skill in this offense, Chris. Very tough outs all over the place, and they're sporting the best team batting average in the league right now.
Well, clearly they're good hitters, Boog, but I'll tell you from experience, when you're on the other side of the field, you look at these players and you just say, man, this team is lucky, because you feel like your team hits balls like that and they just don't find the holes that they seem to find. So I think it's a combination of being really good hitters but also being lucky, and that's what this game is all about.
There's a swing and a drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Griffin Conine with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
One down, runner at third. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Line drive to short and caught.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground, but he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Connor Norby getting ready to hit.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Renfroe settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that will end the inning. One left for Miami, scoreless after 1. New inning getting started, and here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Outside corner, got him looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers makes the grab, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Hunter Renfroe. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And they'll do it again. Goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Royals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. The 1-1. And a strike on the outside edge.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Graham Pauley, the next up. Well struck right field. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. Fastball for a strike. Man at second. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Dane Myers digs in now. Next offering is in for a strike. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And this one looks like trouble. In to score is the runner from third, and they take a 2-run lead.
He was all over that one. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
So the lineup flips over. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. The 1-1. Just missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
High in the air, out to right. Waters makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Marlins 2 and the Royals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Myers sizes this one up, makes the catch, and there's one gone. And next up for the Royals, Nick Lofton. Out towards right center field, on the move to the gap. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So the Royals batting order turns over. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. In the air, right side, and it falls. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now the number 2 hitter, Dairon Blanco. Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Runner at second, 2 down. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Royals leave 1, and they're down 2-0. Back here in Miami as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the center fielder, number 92. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. In the air, out towards left center. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Left field, way back there. That one's back. Forget it. He jacks that one out to left. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty, 1 away. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the 3rd. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
All over that one right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So runner at second, 2 down. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Weathers ready to fire now.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. And a swing and a miss.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
One down, base is empty. That one the other way. Sanchez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late swing, foul to the left. Headed down the line, and that will drop foul. That's towards center. Going back on this one. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. And midway in the 4th, it's the Marlins 4 and the Royals nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Dane Myers. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Chris Stratton getting loose out there. Harvey getting cranked up as well. The 2-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Seth Lugo gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. A new pitcher in the game, Kyle Wright.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now the catcher up to hit, Agustin Ramirez. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And now it's even up. Man at second. Line drive, and that's a base hit. Coming home, the throw in, but it's offline, and the lead is up to 5.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So the batting order turns over. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. The 1-1. Hey. Cracks his bat and pops him up and makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew Pintar.
Here's the center fielder. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Ramirez leads off first with one away. On a line, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And now Griffin Conine. That one way outside. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-0. Runners on the corners with one gone. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. 2 on, 1 out. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit and a run in to score. Throw into third, in there safely. One away, runners at first and third. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And downstairs.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lace down the line, and now maybe extra bases. 1 run across. Waters whips it in quickly. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now it's the shortstop, Graham Pauley.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. That one fouled off. 2-2. On the ground to the left. Witt over to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in. And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Kyle Wright is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. New arm out of the bullpen, Chris Stratton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So digging in, Liam Hicks. The pitch. In the dirt, but kept close. Fouled off to the right. Two outs and one in scoring position. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Marlins 9 and the Royals nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
The second baseman, Jonathan India.
Next offering is downstairs.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Makes the grab, one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. One down, base is empty. That's in there, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. One out, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Drew Waters stands in. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Royals bats are quiet there, and they're down 9-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly, he was sitting on a
One ball,
fastball right
two
there
strikes.
and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Blanco. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Agustin.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Next to hit, Otto Lopez. Out to short, Witt. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now the number 2 hitter. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And that'll do it. Marlins leave 1, but they're still in command. 9-0. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't.
1 ball.
Even
2
on the road
strikes.
trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying,
that's too
where in
high.
the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
On the ground, Paulie whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Michael Garcia. 1 down, base is empty. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Dairon Blanco. Just missed. Next offering upstairs.
This manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Ground ball, left side. Royals set down in order. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Marlins 9 and the Royals nothing. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. That's in there. Bullpen action for the Royals. Carlos Hernandez. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. The 1-2. This to center field. Renfroe on his horse. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby.
That's a ball.
Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. So a man at first. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Just missed. And there's a ball.
Outside.
Norby at first, one gone. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley. The shortstop takes the ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 1 out. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. His 11th of the year. It's 12-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Chris Stratton won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Hunter Harvey. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 56, Hunter Harvey.
1 out, bases empty. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. Next offering is in for a strike. Harvey was recently in the All-Star game for the first time. A nice career achievement.
What a special moment for him, man. Getting that All-Star appearance is just awesome. A lot of good players who had really nice careers but never played in the All-Star game, so he should appreciate this.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Myers.
And up next for Miami, Dane Myers. Fly ball to right. Waters pulls that one down, and that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. We're through 6 full. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Bobby Witt Jr.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. And a good start to the inning. New pitcher for the Marlins, Seth Martinez.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
This one in the air. Hicks. And it's caught for the out.
The first baseman, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground to third. Norby. One at second. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. This one pretty well decided at this point. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Marlins 12 and the Royals nothing. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Oh, but we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Stepping in, Otto Lopez. Ball to strike. To third. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder. Here's a 1-1. Fastball is outside. Base knock center field. And that keeps the inning going. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Two outs. In the air to left center. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. 1 left for Miami, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Calvin Fauché.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Renfroe with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Myers brings it in, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder,
Drew Waters steps in for the Royals. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Should have this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. That misses the zone. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 14-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now for the Marlins, Liam Hicks. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. To the right side, India. The throw to first, and 2 away now.
now batting, the left fielder, Myers.
And up next for Miami, Dane Myers. Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Into center. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Last chance coming up for the Royals. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the DH, Nick Lofton. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing, called strike.
3-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. One down, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. And that is out of play. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way and then just at the last moment it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Foul ball. One strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
14-zip at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.